What's going on, y'all? So listen. So we back again for the part 3 ending of the Real Housewives of New. Oh, I about to say New Orleans. Wrong shit. Did y'all watch Southern Charm New Orleans last week? I'm gonna be watching that shit because one dude had me fucked up when he said, an amateur built the Ark and a professional built the Titanic. And I'm sitting here like, bitch. Me and the dude he told that shit to. We sitting here like, but see, the Ark stayed afloat the whole fucking time. The Titanic sank less than a week into its voyage. Its first fucking voyage. Girl, anyway, ain't nobody got time for that. But Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 10, reunion part 3, the conclusion, it picked right back up where it left off last week with Kim bitch ass trying to go at Nene, but Nene chopping that bitch down. Now, I ain't never really, I love Nene when we first came on. Real Housewives of Atlanta first started coming on or whatever. She was one of my absolute faves. Then when the bitch started making money, she just really rubbed me all types of raw. I don't like a person that gotta brag about the shit that they do and all that stuff. And that's what kind of Nene was doing. She got a little bit uppity. But bitch, she done won me back over in this goddamn reunion, chopping this bitch off at the bitch. Look, Kim, you can try all you want to, and you lie so fucking much. It don't make no sense. You still talking about this whole thing. Every time somebody brings something up, it's always, no, it was a joke. It was a joke. It wasn't no fucking joke about this parking shit. Like Nene said, Greg had a handicap parking ticket, sticker, whatever. And the person that she was with had a parking sticker too. Okay, handicap parking sticker. Why are you taking pictures? It was a joke. It was this. No, bitch, it wasn't, because they showed. And that is what Kim don't understand. Bitch, you've been in this game for a minute. Okay? How come you don't realize that all they have to do is show the footage of you giving them the stuff? Okay? You gave it to them and you're contradicting your own self. Kim and this whole thing, bitch, and your big ass and all this stuff ain't nothing big on me, bitch, okay? The only thing big on me is this and da. Bitch, look at your ass with some big ass floaters on your goddamn body and all this shit. I said floater, okay? Nene, where is your scooter? Where is your scooter? For a bitch that had so much stuff wrong with them, bitch, where is your scooter? And the whole time, all I kept on thinking about was Black China when she was on that phone hollering at, you still texting bitches. That's all I could think of, that gift. And I'm just sitting here like, go ahead and get a bitch. She started talking about Nene teeth. Nene didn't take that shit like offensive or whatever. Like, okay, girl. And see, this the thing. Kim's reads or whatever the fuck it is, you should have been prepared. You had so many months to get prepared for this because you already knew what was fucking gonna happen, okay? So if you needed to write out some stuff, you know how Nene is. You should have wrote some shit down on the paper, whatever, so that you can get ready. Okay, so if this bitch come at me with this, I'm gonna come at this bitch with this. Okay, and memorize that shit. A bitch like you gotta be prepared. You can't just come off the dome because it ain't gonna sound right, bitch. You don't know how to fucking do no shit like that, okay? You a liar, okay? That's all it is. You a fucking liar. Oh, you just jealous because me and Sheree friends? Ain't nobody fucking mad or jealous that y'all friends. Liars fuck with liars, and that's why y'all friends and shit. Speaking of fucking Sheree, they talked about goddamn Tyrone. Nene said, she don't fuck with Tyrone. Tyrone is perfect for her because they bullshit artists to each other. Um, you know, Somebody asked Sheree, why the fuck would you deal with somebody that's a criminal, whatever? Well, it's because I know his character, and his character is what he is. I said, well, his character is immoral because his character is telling us that he's a fucking criminal. If the bitch is in jail for frauds and shit, okay? Because obviously that motherfucker was doing a whole bunch of shit for a minute, no matter how small it was. He had a part in that bitch, and obviously he didn't do it well enough not to get fucking caught. Okay? He up there chilling with fucking Apollo. What the hell are you talking about? His character. But alright, you keep on with that one. And they was talking about Nene, so you did this with him, you did that with him. She was like, why did you put out there that you sucked his dick or whatever? Because people was being stupid on internet talking about, what is it that why did I get offensive and all this shit to him? And so it's just like, I said I sucked his dick. And she really didn't say it. She kind of quote retweeted it or whatever. And everybody was like, oh, and I was like, bitch, I got it right as soon as she said, and I seemed to think she was being sarcastic. Sometimes sarcasm goes over a lot of bitches' head, but she was being sarcastic. This bitch, when they brought up Tyrone or whatever, she said the nigga is ugly. I never fuck him. He ain't my type. When they said Tyrone said that she was stalking him, bitch, ain't nobody stalking that nigga. Okay, come the fuck on. Do I ever think that Nene probably cheated on Greg? No, not of her own free will like that. I do think that if something ever happened other than that, Greg knew about it and Greg was okay with it. So what's the fuck? Like she said, bitch, we've been married 22 years. Listen, when Sheree said that Kylie, whatever the fuck her daughter name was, it's okay with the relationship now, I said she lying. Okay? When she was trying to explain the whole situation as to what Tyrone did, who paid for the fucking house, did Tyrone do this, did Tyrone do that? She said she ain't staying no more than 2 years. If he ain't getting out of jail in 2 years, she gone. Okay? I said, you's a goddamn lie. You gonna still be hanging on. That nigga got 4 years, so you gone now? You gone? He ain't coming out until 2022. Let me tell y'all something. You know, when Sheree is lying, either she do one of three things, okay? Or she do them all at the same time. Her head is always cocked down like this, you know, and that's one. The main thing is that she stutters and stumbles over her goddamn words all the fucking time. Like she trying to formulate a story and she can't get it quick enough and it don't make sense in her own head. So she just still gonna go ahead and verbal vomit it out. You know, that's what she do. And then she do this with the hair all the fucking time. Notice it. I'm telling you, you notice every time she do that shit, she telling a fucking lie. So moving on from that, then they started talking about you know, Sheree dating other people. She's still fucking around. I said, bitch, you might as well. Because even Portia said, why would you choose to be with somebody that can't give you the love and the stuff that you deserve? It was like, well, people don't, they can't choose certain things and they have a right to choose whichever one they want. Just like we can choose not to fuck around with married men and stuff like that. Now, at first I was like, are you directing that shit to Portia? And then Kim talking about, just like, Nene was fucking around on Greg or whatever. No, Nene was fucking around with Greg and he was married. And I said, bitch, shut the fuck up. Now, if that is true, oh the fuck well in this case because they eventually got married. But I don't believe that shit is true. So, moving on from that, I said, how dare you, of all people, open up your fucking mouth and talk about somebody fucking around with a married man when, bitch, when you first got on this fucking show, you were so extremely prideful. Prideful about fucking around with Big Papa for money and shit. This man was taking, thank you, Big Papa. Like, come on, girl. Let's stop it. Let's fucking stop it. And I said, Kim, if you don't shut the fuck up, and get the fuck up out of here. So they get into the whole thing with, once again, Tyrone and all this shit. Sheree says she don't feel like ain't nothing ever happened. Tyrone talking about she was stalking him. Bitch, Tyrone lied just like Sheree. That's why they together, okay? Fuck out of here. He been in jail all these years. He ain't had shit else to do. So he said, let me just do something. I'm getting attention for it. And they get onto this whole thing with Kenya and fucking Kim, bitch. They was like, Andy said, till this day, I still don't understand where did the shit start. And Kenya had to break that shit down. Bitch, first of all, when we was over there at Sheree's house, me and Sheree been throwing shade at each other, friendly shade or whatever you want to call it. And this bitch want to interrupt and get involved and come at me, so therefore I had to come at her ass. And I said that was 100% true. Here go Kim. Well, I don't know what was going on between Kenya and Sheree. That's where you should have stopped, okay? You don't know. You should have asked questions. Then you wouldn't have had to do all the shit that you did. You came at that girl. They was doing their things. You interrupted them. And therefore, you ensued and caused this whole drama that's going on over bullshit. Kenya don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with her. But yet you want to keep up with her. And then you up here talking about something. You don't like me, but you all up in my business. And you know all about my stuff and all this shit. Obviously, you've been keeping up. Don't nobody keep up with your ass, okay? It's been on the blogs and everybody and their mama know Croy ain't got no fucking job in the NFL no more, okay, at that time. Bitch, we all fucking knew that. And I don't even fucking watch your show. I don't follow your ass, but I do follow the Shade Room. I do follow Ball Alert and shit like that, okay? And they post shit like that, okay? We don't have to go on your account or look up your name to fucking know what the fuck is going on in your goddamn shit, okay? That's one, all right? Somebody gonna ask if King get jealous of Kim and all the stuff that she got. Bitch, no. Okay. Now I probably said she was or could have been. That would have been a good remark when I couldn't stand Kenya, but bitch, She all right with me in this fucking reunion on this Kim shit, okay? Fuck you, man. I'm on Kenya's side with this shit just because I can't stand Kim and Kim is such a fucking liar, okay? It's one thing if Kim had a valid fucking reason not to like Kenya, all right? And there is none, okay? And so, you're going in and you doing all this other stuff and you get upset. Here she go. She had the nerve to say, and husbands is off limits and all this stuff. Ain't no husbands and shit off limits. Let me tell you how this shit works. If I don't fucking like you, and I never liked you and I never fuck with you, why the fuck would I give you respect enough not to go in on your fucking family, your husband, your mama, your kids, or whatever? You can call me cold, a bitch, or whatever the fuck. But bitch, if I don't fucking know you and I never fucking knew you and I don't give a fuck about you and we ain't ever gonna be fucking friends and we get into a fucking argument to go into a fucking fight, bitch, I'm going the fuck in and I'm saying everything to fucking hurt you. That's the whole fucking point. Okay? And if you was to come back at me with some shit like that, bitch, that ain't gonna do nothing but rile me up some more. Cause that's how this shit's supposed to go. Okay? Ain't no rules in this shit, especially when you ain't cool with nobody. Bitch, you don't deserve my respect. Neither does your family. Your family didn't do shit, but in this case, your family did. Okay? Your husband is a bitch, like Kenya said. Your husband is a wig maker. Your husband is your valet. Your husband is your dressmaker. Your husband put your makeup on and all this shit. Bitch, you was like, are you jealous of her kids and stuff like that? Bitch, who would want some kids? Them baby kids. When Kenya said that shit, bitch, I fell the fuck out. Baby kids, okay? And if you youngest don't know what the fuck baby kids is, Google it. And it's spelled Bebe, not Baba, okay? But, bitch, I said, girl, Kenya had it. Kenya Reeves usually be late sometimes, but she was on the ball tonight with this shit. I was here for it. Bitch, when she said, you the one that be up here pimping your goddamn kids out. No, they had called Sheree out about her throwing shade. First, you congratulating Kenya about her being pregnant, but then you want to throw shots or whatever about her age and stuff, saying she 48 this and 48 that. And it was like, you are 48. Okay, and she was like, you don't understand that that's wrong to do. Okay, how you gonna do this and then do that? I said, King, you do the same thing, but I get it. If you want to tit for tat with that shit, okay. But this what really got me when they was going in. And Kenya said, bitch, you the one that be out here pimping your own daughter online and shit like that. You started this shit. Here go Kim. Chrissy Teigen is my friend. We talked about this. We talked about that. We don't give a fuck about that. This is what pissed me off. Was when Sheree started touching Kenya and was trying to say, okay, Sheree. Okay, Kenya. Okay. I said, what? What? Because she mentioned Brielle. Brielle is a grown-ass adult. She want to insert herself in motherfucking grown-up's business and be treated like a fucking grown-up. Bitch, you can get cussed out, red, and shaded just like one too. Okay? And that's exactly what the fuck is. Alright? Your son, Cairo, can get it too, Sheree. And your daughters. Both of them. They over 18. Alright? So, listen. It's fair game now. They're technically adults. That's how this shit works, okay? Kids that you're not really supposed to go in on when you know the people, whatever, they're young, all right? When they can't take care of themselves and they still living in your household like 100%, that's the ones that you don't really fucking touch until they want to open up their goddamn mouth and put themselves in. Then it's all fucking fair game, in my fucking opinion. But that part, and then when Kenya said, it's not my fault that your husband is an idiot for trying to turn a hoe into a housewife. That sums it all up right there, bitch. Okay, here goes Sheree. Hey, okay, stop. All right, stop. And I said, bitch, if you don't sit your ass back there and be quiet, you ain't tell nobody else to stop shit. But as soon as that come up, you want to tell her to stop, you shut the fuck up. And remember when they was talking about the whole drama that happened at Kim's was it Nene place or whatever? And Kenya and Kim got into it, and Cynthia had to step up, and Cynthia said, I will say this. Kenya said nothing to you, Kim. You came in and you 100% started with her. You don't know what you're talking about. You ain't see nothing, so you can be quiet. Girl, don't tell me to be quiet. Cynthia is fed the fuck up with y'all, okay? Especially this bitch. And I was just like, oh, okay. And then here goes Cynthia. Here go Kim. Y'all just jealous, I got my own show and all this shit. Now when Kenya was talking about her calling her shit out, she gonna say something, oops, you so nasty. There go your peach. I said, bitch, you couldn't even get a peach to come back, okay? They ain't even offer you a peach to fucking come back, bitch. And you not gonna get one now. You ain't even coming back to the show, period. So what are you talking about? And when Nene said, so why is it that you got a show? Tell us, because we need to know. Bitch, I did not know Tardy for the Party was still coming on. Honestly, I truly did not. Bitch, I thought that shit was over years ago. Okay? I did not know it was 7 seasons. Who watch it? Y'all watch it? Let me know for real. Be honest. They said, girl, how you get 7 seasons? How did you get on this show? Bitch, she was like, they was like, cause bitch, you don't do shit. Just like my stuff come back with 15 millions. Mine did this 15 million. Here go Portia. You got 15 million, girl. How? You up there with the Kardashians, huh? The bitch was being funny, all right. And I said 15 million on what? On some cashmere, some shit like that. I said, bitch, what the fuck is that? Come to find out, Kim got a skincare line. Y'all knew about that shit? Y'all taking her products? And you see how she look? She get her shit Botoxed up. Girl, what? That's false advertisement, all right? Um, at one point they was talking about the whole thing with they just kept going back and forth. I'm not finna get all into that shit, but they tagged Candy in to let her know how she felt. And cause Kim just kept on saying, I don't know why she has this warped idea that anybody on that stage is jealous of her. No one is jealous of you, sweetie, okay? No one. I don't even got I don't even got half of what you got, okay? But bitch, I ain't jealous of you in no I don't think nobody watching this show is jealous of your ass, okay? Come on now. And Candy had to say, bitch, ain't nobody up here jealous because we all up here doing our own thing and our own rights, okay? Ain't nobody fucking jealous, all right? Bitch, when they talked about the tweet again, and what Nene said about how John Legend music ain't even that good to be doing no shit like that, and they was talking to Chrissy Teigen and John Legend. Chrissy did confirm that they somewhat friends or whatever, but John felt uncomfortable, and he was like, I agree with Nene. He got the thing, he got the joke. Like, it ain't that good to be sucking dick and shit like that you offering up your daughter services and shit like that. And that's basically what he was saying, okay? And so, she said in her own words, right? We heard her clip. Brielle is a grown adult because somebody said, why do you keep you say your kids off limits and stuff like that, but yet kids and husbands off limits, but you going after Kenya stuff. And I didn't say this. You did say it, bitch. Okay, like, girl, stop fucking lying. When Portia brought up the thing and called your hoe ass daughter or whatever, you didn't jump across and beat her ass or try to come at her like you did Kenya. I didn't hear it. Then they showed the clip showing that she did hear it because she let it process for a second to make sure that she said it right and to see which type of context she said it in. But it was a different context, okay? So, of course, she not going to say it, but she going to lie on the stage that she didn't hear it. Bitch, shut the fuck up. When they said, what the fuck did they say? Girl, I don't know what was going on. I forgot at one point, but if I miss it, y'all put it down in the comments. But Kenya said, bitch, ain't nobody jealous of your ass. Look at you. When you go back to your surgeon, tell your surgeon to take care of that double chin. And she gonna scrunch her stuff up and made a triple, quadruple chin. And I said, bitch, you just played right into what she was saying. You look a fucking mess, Kim. Take that ass somewhere else, bitch. So they called Kim out once again about her talking about Nene. No, they talked about, let me get to this. They talked about the costume party, how Cynthia had everybody on her and all that shit. What did Kim feel about the whole Greg and Nene dressed up as the Roach and the Exterminator? She said, I don't know. I don't think it's funny and all this stuff. Everybody else was like, Cynthia. Bitch, give it to Cynthia, because Cynthia been on one this whole thing, okay? I don't know what it is about Kim. Kim just riled everybody up, and ain't nobody holding their tongue back, because Cynthia just said, bitch, I laughed, and I thought the shit was funny, and I'm the one that came up with the fucking idea for the costume. I said, bitch, go off, okay? Listen, Kim, you ain't had a dog in this fight. You really didn't. So your whole best bet was to just shit the fuck back and just let them say what the fuck they had to say, because anything that you can try to say against it it can be counteracted with the actual facts of what you fucking said, okay? You up here talking about Nene and her drinking, if she had a drug problem, and that's offensive for you to put that out there, and you acting like you only said it one time or whatever because you was concerned because when you was at Nene's house, it's not the way that she usually act and all this shit, but yet you said it on multiple occasions when you got into it with Nene, okay? You told it to Sheree, and this was after that whole, roach thing or water bug thing that you tried to do, so stop the fucking lies, okay? And you get upset that somebody want to say that you had a drinking problem, Candy or whatever, but you the one that put it out there that you the one that like to hold a cup because you gotta hold your drink. Bitch, if you can't go nowhere outside at your house without a fucking drink, you got a fucking problem in my eyes, okay? Portia gonna try to throw the semantics in there. I mean, she didn't. It was just because at the end, Candy put a problem, which she did, and Candy owned up to the shit, and she was like, Sheree sat there trying to, explain some shit to her, the same way that Candy tried to do with Sheree, and Sheree said, I know, okay? Candy said, bitch, I know what the fuck I said, and I know what I meant, and I'm not changing it. I said, Sheree, you shut the fuck up. Why you keep trying to come to this girl defense? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Okay, then they started talking about the whole thing with Candy and Kim's relationship. Yeah, they was gonna try to be cool or whatever, and she thought shit was okay because they brought up the shit about, would you ever fuck him and all that shit. She said, I will fucking never. Okay, and even Nene said, I thought we was cool with Kim too, but shit didn't. Here go Kim. It's all on me. It's all on me. Yeah, bitch, it is you. Everybody got a problem, and it's not them. It's you, bitch. You the common fucking denominator. All right, we learned about that in school, in grade school. Did you? Obviously not. Candy had to get Kim ass together, okay? You talking all this shit. You came at me. I was there sitting down, being calm, cool, collected. You came at me with this and you came at me with that. Second of all, this tweeting shit about me eating your box. I would never fucking lick your box, bitch. I would never ever fucking do shit with your ass, okay? Candy put the fuck off, and it was deserved. It was deserved. I don't give a fuck what nobody said, because I know it's going to be a couple of people probably be like, oh, they ganging up on Kim and they doing all this stuff and they bullying. Ain't nobody bullying nobody on this fucking stage, bitch. Excuse me. Y'all use that word too fucking loosely, okay? And when a bitch puts some shit out there and they can't back that shit up, or they can't take the consequences of what happens when you put some negative shit out there and it comes back to their ass in tenfold, then that ain't fucking bullying. That's what she's getting. She's getting what the fuck she deserves. You get what you put out there in the fucking atmosphere, and this is what her payback and her karma is. Everybody calling her out on her bullshit. And this bitch once again is lying. You lied about this whole thing with Sheree in the book. Because somebody said, first of all, they asked, what's her name, Nene, why would you call somebody daughter disgusting on Twitter and shit like that? Because, bitch, she is. Once you fucking get into somebody's business, then it's fair game. And she said, since your mama won't discipline your ass, I'm going to do it for you since, I'm a black mama. And I said, all right, come through, Nene, with that shit. That sounded like some shit my mama will fucking say, bitch. Okay? My mama has, bitch. I'm like, Mama, I don't feel like getting into no fight today, okay? So, don't talk to nobody else's kids like that, right? Because my mama is the type of person that'll be seeing some kid walk. Why are you making all that noise? Hey, 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 hey. Why are you running around here like that? Go back over there to your mom, okay? You don't do that up in nobody's store like that. I'm just standing there like, my thing is, I'm just stand back around and just watch and wait until and see if that lady say something, because there's you want to say something back because my mama had to discipline your kid, then we finna fight, okay? Because what you ain't finna do is come at my mama. That's what we finna do, okay? But I know a couple of y'all can relate to that shit. It be embarrassing sometimes, but like, Mama, shut the fuck up. But anyway, so then, they was like, why do you think it was okay for Brielle to, have your daughter up there filming somebody's house and all that shit? Kim tried to make it seem as if, no, she, we had a fear of bugs and she telling me this stuff, so she sent it to me in the text. It's not like I saved it up. Let me just tell you something, bitch, and let me just tell you how I know Kim is a lie. You got that video and you saved it automatically, okay? And you knew. You put that shit on the side for ammunition for later, okay? Because you didn't know that you was going to get into it with Kim, Nene or whatever. So you mean to tell me that when you got into this misunderstanding with Nene. Your first thought was to let me go to the Brielle text messages with me and her, and let's scroll up all the way to that video, because you know they probably been texting a whole lot before, after that whole shit went down about other shit. So you got days, probably weeks of text messages that you got to roll up through, and you conveniently just found this video. No, bitch, you saved that shit, because it's easier for you to just pull out and be like, oh, yep, right here. Beep. We gonna put this shit right there, and we gonna do this stuff, okay? And the one thing is, I would never go into somebody's house and film their house and something like that. You don't have to put everything on the internet. What is the point? What is the point? And why would you put that in there? And like Nene said, bitch, them some cockroaches. Them cockroaches stay. Okay, what type of cockroach or roach or whatever stay when the lights turns on? Okay, and everybody who had them knows the fucking truth about that shit. They will fucking scatter. And the whole time when they was talking about this cockroach water buzz situation, Sheree sitting there quiet as fuck, acting dumb as hell. And they was like, bitch, you knew she had the video. Why you ain't say nothing? Then Kim lies and say she did not show her the video. And Sheree plays with it and say, I don't remember. And they played the fucking clip of her literally showing you the video, you dumb bitch. And I'm just sitting here like, the hell is going on with this shit, okay? And I'm like, Sheree, you just keep quiet because you want to actually have the cockroach at your door, and we can run that footage, okay? But here's my thing: what really pissed me off with Kim, when they was trying to get into the negative connotations of what cockroach and roaches mean to black folks, and how come when a white person or somebody else, tell a black person, oh, you got roaches and you got this, and how it may come off as racist or judge, prejudice or whatever, because of the racial connotation that comes with it. That's always, a negative thing when it comes to black folks, and how, people say, oh, like Candy tried to explain. Kim didn't want to hear it. Candy literally was not attacking Kim in this moment. She was explaining the negative connotations and how people can perceive and equate saying that with black people as racist. She didn't want to hear that. Candy simply said, so basically, when you have cockroaches or you have roaches or whatever, they equate that to your house being dirty. And then people sometimes equate that to being ghetto, which means, oh, and a lot of times you hear that term in the projects, equate it to the projects, whatever. So that's where it's coming from. And we know most black folks lived in projects and shit like that. And she was just trying to explain the shit. The whole time, Kim was not trying to hear it. She was just, I said, bitch, shut the fuck up and just listen. Okay? Like, it was just irritating the fuck out of me. I was just over it. You don't want nobody talking about your family or talking about your shit, but you can sit up here and you can talk about that shit. Okay? But then when it comes back on you, oh, you not supposed to do this, you not supposed to do that. That's all that Kim was doing through this whole thing. Nene said, get the fuck out of here, bitch. You can go. You can go. Bye. Bye. I'm leaving. Leave, bitch. So Kim leaves. They end the reunion by going around asking, ooh, excuse me, anybody regrets and everything like that. Candy said she regret the Sheree asked, didn't tell her that shit about what Kim told her about them fucking and all that shit. Because she would have got her ass together then. But other than that, Sheree don't feel like she did anything. Nene regretted the whole thing with the Uber thing, the Uber joke, the rape joke, or whatever. And this is the one fucking reunion that Portia came through alive and wasn't the main problem. Y'all notice that? Bitch, they banded the fuck together to get Kim ass the fuck up out of there, and it was needed. Alright? And for Kim to call Andy back there and to say, I don't understand what the fuck y'all doing. You didn't give me not one positive question. I got kids, I got this. And when Sheree came in there, I'm so mad at you because you didn't defend me. You didn't defend me and all this stuff. Well, I was trying to tell Kenya to stop, but she just kept on going and all this stuff. It was like, you up here, they up here trying to make it seem like I'm a racist. And here goes Sheree. But I already said at the beginning that you was coming out. I ain't out here to fight nobody battle. But at that time, Nene done already had the girls ganged up on in her little clique or whatever. I said, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up. Sheree was stumbling over how to explain the reason why she couldn't defend Kim, because she knew that there was no explanation, because you can't defend that. And she knew her friend was fucking wrong, okay? And then for Kim to say she putting out there that racism shit, and you know I'm not racist and all this shit, and woo 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 and woo woo woo, and then you did that years ago, but see, it wasn't big on social media. And then what got me was she said, you know, racism wasn't all that real. I don't give a fuck what type of context it was meant to be said, but bitch, you don't ever say no shit like that. This is why you can't never get no other white woman in this thing with no 5 other black women, because they won't dare come on no show like this. Everything that you're saying is fucking has a racist undertone and overtone to it, Kim. You still fucking doing it. And I'm just sitting here like, are you serious? Okay? And I said racism wasn't real. Bitch, racism is real. Then if it wasn't real, why do we still talk about it? Okay? And talk about something in this day and age with this. I said, bitch, that's why it's brought up, because in this day and age, it's being a... Kim, who the fuck you voted for? You probably voted for Trump by accident, because your ass just dumb as fuck. You probably was drunk as fuck up in the goddamn voting booth, okay? Bitch, fuck out of here. Anyway, you know, she crying and all this. They owe all of America apology for this racism shit. No, bitch, you owe us an apology. Ain't nobody out here on your fucking side like that, girl. Okay? And even Andy had to say, well, Kim, your whole storyline was negative. You did not bring anything positive to it, okay? You did not. You didn't. And then gonna give Andy a hug. Girl, get the fuck up out of here. That was the Real Housewives. This shit long enough. I'll see y'all later. Peace.